Good morning. Welcome to Viking Preparedness. I am Pastor Joe Fox. Everybody knows to deal with a bully, you got to punch him in the nose, right? I mean, that is just like common knowledge. So, what if you're the little skinny third grader and the big fifth grader's picking on you and he's a lot bigger than you and he's older and he's got friends? Punch him in the nose and they'll leave you alone most of the time. The principle is this: when people, when bullies in this case, perceive weakness, they strike. Lions don't go after the strongest member of the herd. They go after the weakest, the oldest, the ones that are falling behind. Criminals don't break into the well-defended, homestead with 24 live security. They break into little houses, where no one's home or ineffective people are at home. That's the concept. What's going on in the world right now is the same concept, larger. The United States of America, formerly the main member of the unipolar world, we're weak, we're in disarray, and the adversary senses it. Not even necessarily the adversary, I'd say the competitors in many cases, but the adversaries and others. They know we're not going to do anything. They know we can't get our stuff together. They know what's going on in our supposed government is chaos. They know the American people are divided. They know that America is weak and stuff is fixing to happen. I've been talking on Patreon for the last, 2 weeks about, well, a bunch of things, but about the Russia-Ukraine situation. It's fixing to pop, people. I detailed yesterday, I even drew a map on how I think when it happens, the Russians are gonna operate. Um, for us here today, the important thing to understand is that conflict is coming to that part of the world, and nobody really knows where it's gonna go. Could be local and contained, but we're sending ships into there, into the Black Sea. It's a Russian lake. Come on. It could go crazy. It could also not. But which one are you going to bet on? What are you going to hedge your bets on? Yeah, war in Europe. World War III. Maybe. Maybe. By the same token, and again, I've talked about all this on Patreon. I talk about it every day. China. China is flexing big in the South China Sea and they're rumbling at Taiwan. They've made more incursions into Taiwan's airspace in the last couple weeks than like forever. They're hitting it with big airplanes. Um, I submit that if China sees us all tied up with what's going on in Ukraine, they may make a move. Then what are we going to do? Then what are they going to do? Gadung, 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 gadung. Um, there's nothing you can do about any of it as far as affecting whether or not that happens or not. Too many people, Iran, Israel, right? Israel just schwacked at, what is it, the Natanz or whatever their centrifuge site. They said, we're starting up centrifuges, and Israel's like, no, you're not. That's going to have ramifications. Israel probably is the one that blew up their, put the limpet mines on their ship. Yeah, those chickens are going to come home to roost, right? In that area, stuff's going to spin up, but nobody's really focused on what formerly Big Daddy cares or wants to do about anything. Uh, Interesting world, and don't let everybody believe Erdogan, Turkey. He wants the Ottoman Empire. He's just playing the game right now, but he wants the Ottoman Empire. He does. So the world could potentially be in chaos. As I'm fond of saying, within any 72-hour period, your life could totally change, completely change. The situation surrounding your life could totally change within any 72-hour period. I'm not saying that the day after tomorrow, everything's going to happen. I'm just saying from go to 72 hours, you could be like, whoa, what happened? Uh, all those of you, again, I hit this theme. I hit similar themes over and over. All those of you who are in the built up areas, those of you in the cities, once it happens, you're toast. You're not getting out. Decisions you make today could affect the rest of your life and the lives of your loved ones. I know you're on Viking preparedness, so you're to some degree or another into preparedness. I guess some of you are into Vikings. You come here and you're horribly disappointed. There's other Viking channels. How into preparedness are you? What are you prepared for? How well prepared are you? I submit for the vast majority of you, you are not prepared enough. Every day I do a little walk around here on Shofar Mountain for Patreon. We talk about what's going on here on the homestead. I have goats, we have chickens, we have ducks, we have a pack of dogs, we have multiple families, we have a big support network, we have a crew. We're surrounded by deer and turkey. We have big gardens going in. We're building hoop houses. All these things that I show on Patreon every day. A lot of people think, well, PJ, you're all prepped, man. You're ready to go. I'm telling you, I feel like we're not ready yet. We're on solar. We're off grid. We do our own water and our own electricity and everything else. And I'm feeling like, there's a lot more to do. And I know I'm ahead of 95% of y'all. People, the world's fixing to change. If you read the Bible, you know this. If you are half switched on and look around and read something other than kitties chasing balls of yarn around the ground, you know what's fixing to happen. The multimillionaires and billionaires all know something's coming. They're all preparing hidey holes and getting ready. What are you doing? You need to get ready. You need to quit messing around. You need to quit goofing around. You need to quit whistling past the graveyard. And you need to put some effort into making sure you and yours are going to come through on the other side of what's fixing to happen. I didn't even touch on the economy in this video. All right. It's because I care about you. It really is. I know I spend most of my time on Patreon. Guess what, gang? I actually am running a homestead here. And so if I'm going to make a video, yes, I'm going to make it for Patreon. But this one's for you. I'm making it for you. I do care about you. I want you to do better. Get ready. It's coming. I'll see you out there.